What way are you following? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace and blessings of Almighty Allah be upon you. My name is Salahudeen, and today we are talking about what way are we following? Are we following the way of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him? Or are we following the way of Shaitan, of Satan the accursed? The way of Islam, the way of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, is to be honest when you speak. The Prophet ﷺ said, honesty leads to goodness, and goodness leads to paradise. Truly a man keeps speaking the truth until he is inscribed as a truthful person, and lying leads to wrong, and wrong leads to the hellfire. And truly a man lies and lies until he is inscribed as being a liar. The way of the Prophets ﷺ is to abandon deceit, scornfulness, and sarcasm. Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, O you who believe, let no man scorn another man, for they might as well be better than the latter. And let no woman scorn other women, for they might as well be better than the latter. And do not find fault with one another, or give each other insulting nicknames. And also the Prophet ﷺ is reported to have said, let there be no harming another, no harming back. Whoever harms another, Allah shall harm him. And whoever gives trouble to another, Allah shall give him trouble. It is the way of the Prophets to give up telling untruths. As Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, cursed be those who tell tales, cursed be the liars. Whose path are we following? Whose path are you following? Are you following the paths of the Prophet? Or are you following the paths of the Shaitan, of the Satan the accursed? It is the way of the Prophets, especially our Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, for us to be mindful of our words. It is said that the companions of the Prophet ﷺ used to dislike talking more than necessary, and he considered more than necessary to be more than recitation of the Holy Quran, enjoining right, forbidding things that were wrong, speaking about making a living in the amount that was strictly necessary. Yet we find ourselves idly talking and sowing corruption upon the earth. Whose path are we following? The Prophet ﷺ or the Shaitan? The Prophet ﷺ once said, whoever believes in Allah and the last day should say something good or else be silent. He ﷺ also said, whoever is silent is saved. Whose path are we following? It is the way of the Prophet ﷺ to know the value of one's word. Do not make a promise to anyone until or unless you intend to keep it, and to keep it once you have given it. The Prophet ﷺ said that the sign of the hypocrites are three. When he speaks, he lies. When he promises, he breaks it. And when he is entrusted with someone, he betrays it. Whose path are we following? The Prophets? Prophet Muhammad ﷺ? Or Shaitan, Satan the accursed? We ask Allah in this month of Ramadan to make us people who follow our Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that we be honest when we speak, that we abandon telling the untruths, that we be mindful of our words, we leave off deceit, scornfulness, sarcasm, that we value our words and we do not sow corruption in this earth, and we keep our promises. And we ask ourselves once more, whose way are you following? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.